everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can tell in the title, it's gonna be the battle between the Sili Sponge and the Beauty Blender. Sorry about my husky voice. I'm still getting over dry cough, so enjoy it. So I have been seeing a lot of people posting about this Sili Sponge, and this is not actually the actual thing. Don't it just look like a booby nipple sticker? I got this a while back when I was doing eyelash extension lessons. It's for me to put the individual eyelash on so it wouldn't fly and it's easier to pick up. So this is how it looks like. This is not the actual Sili Sponge that has been circulating around the internet. The Sili Sponge that has been circulating around the internet is from Molly Cosmetics, I believe, and it's a clear silicone looking thing, but a lot of people were doing hacks about it because it sure does look like a bra insert, like a chicken cutlet or whatever you call it. So the hype about the silicone sponge is that first, since it's not porous, it wouldn't absorb the makeup. So if you put your foundation, it's just gonna go straight to your face, and the sponge wouldn't, the silicone wouldn't absorb the product, so you save on product. Second is that you don't need disposable sponges because it's easy to clean. You just wipe this with a cloth or just put it under water and the product will just slide off. And apparently it's as good as a beauty blender. So we're gonna try it out. I am going to use this actually on the right side of my face, and then I'm gonna use a sponge on the left side of my face. So let's begin. It's really weird holding this. I mean, if you're my client, they say that this is good because you can go client by client and just spray sanitizing spray and then wipe it off, and then you can go to another client and apply their foundation. But honestly, if you're my client and you see me holding this, what would you think? I mean, like, all I can think about is a bra insert going on my face. Like, it's just weird. I am going to first use my Smashbox foundation primer. I'm just gonna use my fingers to do this. So for today, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD foundation in a stick. Sorry for my voice. In a stick, and then I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer to conceal and to contour. And then I'm also going to use my cream blush from Mary Kay. So everything cream, and we'll see how it works. Just gonna stab that in. 2 stripes, maybe 3, 4. I'm going to use my beauty blender first because I already know how it works. Voila, done. And I'm gonna use my silicone. Okay, how am I gonna do this? So I saw people like doing round motions, so I'm going to do the round motions. It feels, you know, when people are doing facials on you and they're using gloves, that's how it feels on my skin. It feels like someone's putting foundation on my face using gloves. That's how it feels like. See, the thing is, if you have texture on your skin, look, since this is flat, like it just glides on my face and leaves the pores. I don't know how I can, maybe circular motion. So if you have a lot of pores, I don't know, because it's just so slippery. I don't know how you can, you know how sponges are, that you can dab it and like the product will go onto your pores to cover it, but this, it just glides so I can really see my pores. Well, now that I'm like pushing it like that, it's not that bad. Oh wow. In terms of like blending the foundation though, it does work I mean, it does go all over my face. Okay, done. I mean, I was complaining about my pores a while ago, but when I did the circular motion, it actually hit it well. If you have textured skin though, with pores, I think this is fine. But really textured and bumpy skin, I feel like this is gonna be hard because it will kind of slide to that textured area. And in terms of it not absorbing product, I mean, mine is not really flat, so there's a little bit of product still on the silicone, but I bet you this one absorbed a lot more product than this. Do you think we should do another layer? I'm going to do just one more layer to cover and a little bit inside my face. And then I'm just going to do the circular motion. Oh, you can actually tap it too. I mean, it works too. There's no streaks. There's no, like, you know, when you're using a brush, there's no like brush marks. There's a few lines here. I don't know if it's there's like one line over here, but I don't know if it's the sponge that did it. So this side is the beauty blender and this side is the silicone sponge. I mean, I can't really see a big difference on both sides. I was complaining about my pores not being hidden by it when I slide the silicone sponge, but when I did the circular motion, it actually concealed it, so no complaints about that. There's no streakiness, it looks even. And to be honest, I feel like this is more even than this side. And this side is a little bit damp because I use a damp beauty blender, and this side is just almost like dry. Like you can feel the texture of the foundation, but it's not damp. Blendability wise, I feel like both did an amazing job on putting foundation and blending the foundation on my face. Now off to, what do we want to do first? Let's do highlight first. Okay, beauty blender first. Amazing, as always. I'm just gonna use this. Okay, so I'm gonna use the beauty blender on my chin, and then I'm gonna use the Sili Sponge on my forehead. Yeah, you don't kind of have a control over this though. Like you can pinch it up to here, but still, I mean, good enough. Oh wow, it's like dissolving the, it's really like flattening the product. It's like kind of dissolving it onto your skin. Like when I pound it, it's like really laying the product flat onto my face. Oh my gosh, am I gonna be addicted to this? I feel like I need the actual sponge now. I think I'm sold. Ay ay ay. Yeah, the only thing is, like, since I don't have control on where it goes, like it kind of glide off where my eyeshadow is. I don't know how to control. Maybe. Okay, I'll fold it into a triangle. It even went on my hair. Damn. I don't know how to explain it, but this side, look, it has that healthy glow because, you know, it's the beauty blender is damp and it's like bouncing. It's more of a bouncing action. On this side, it's more of like flattening and like really sticking the product onto your face. So you can see that this side is flat and matte, and you can see that this side has a glow to it. So I feel like for your under eye, the Beauty Blender actually is the winner because of course you don't want it to look dry. You want it to look moisturized. Give 1 point to Beauty Blender for the under eye. For my forehead, it looks good. Chin looks good. They just both did a good job. Although, you know, since this is flat, like the corner of my brows, just like, I just need to like blend it out more. That's the only thing with this silicone sponge. I don't know how to maneuver the thing because it's just flat. With the Beauty Blender, I can squeeze it really tight and go on to like small parts of my face. But with this, I just don't know how to maneuver it well. This is how it looks like now. Let's see if I can just do one wipe on my paper towel and see if the product will go away. Yeah, I could say that it's easy cleanup. 2 wipes on the paper towel and it looks brand new again. Now for the contour. Okay, so I'm going to use the silicone sponge first. Ooh. See, it's like melting the product. Really. And this contour product, the LA Girl, it's quite hard to maneuver. I mean, you really need a beauty blender to like, see, because it dries fast. So I like that it's really melting the product and not leaving a mark. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. See, the only thing is, yes. So I press it here. The product slide off until the middle of the sponge. And now my contour is up to my temple, which is not good. So I have to be careful where I place it. So I'm just folding it in half and making sure that I'm just using the half part of it. And I'm gonna wipe it because if I don't wipe it, I think the product's gonna go all over the place because the product just lies all over it. So unlike with a beauty blender where there's, you know that there's spots that you can use to blend, like a clean spot and then a dirty spot. With this, the product just slides, so you always have to wipe it. But honestly, blendability, wow. Like honestly, this is kind of hard to blend, I'm telling you. Sorry, but I'm just gonna use the word melt again because I feel like it just melted the product and just lay it flat on your face. Wow. I'm just gonna fold this again and blend the nose contour. That was easy. That was fast. Okay. Side. See? It still has that line. That's what I'm telling you about this concealer. I mean this contour. See, you can still see the line. And I have been pounding. There's still a line. So now this is the side with the beauty blender. And this side with the silicone sponge. I feel like what's obvious is that this part, you can really see the contour. You can see how warm this part is. And this part, because I have used the beauty blender, it has absorbed some of the product, so it's not that warm. Well, for me, I'm not that kind of girl who wants like that hard line contour. I like the warmth that this is giving. So I'm going to give the point to, again, the Sili Sponge. What's going on? I mean, I was so skeptical about this. So now let's go with the blush. Like 3 stripes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. with the blush, I like how the Beauty Blender applied my blush because it just looks bouncier. This looks really flat, like a splot of blush. Like, you know, it's like I have a splot of blush on my cheeks. With this, it's just this part and it looks bouncy. So I'm gonna give the points to the Beauty Blender. That completes my Beauty Blender versus the silicone sponge. Will I use this silicone sponge on my clients versus the Beauty Blender? I feel like this could be a good addition to my makeup kit, but I would still keep my Beauty Blender for sure. I don't think this is a replacement for the Beauty Blender. So I think that there are two different tools for different needs. They are not a replacement of each other. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys like my silicone sponge versus the Beauty Blender video. And if you guys like this kind of videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to give love by subscribing and hit the bell button so you can always be notified. And if you guys have any suggestion, any crazy beauty hacks that you want me to try, just please leave a comment down below and I'll see you again next time. Bye!